I like your haircut. It's very similar to Danny Morrison. And you've already spoken more sense than him. We're going to get you up there. I'm going to come down the line. Hold on, Jim. I dabble in a little football as well. I want you to tell these people, how big of Cowboys fans are you? Tell me what you told me earlier.
I've been a season ticket holder and missed one game in 14 years.
One game in 14 years? How duty. That is skill. Now, Aziz from the United Cricket Club is the reason they're here. Aziz, why did you think to bring these Dallas Cowboys fans? I understand they've had some bad seasons. They need some positivity. But why did you bring them here?
We're all friends. And we try different sports.
Lovely. So, tell me something, guys. If the Texas Super Kings have season tickets, can we see you guys here? Are y'all going to be season tickets?
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Guys, there's some serious strategic analysis happening here. I can't interrupt anymore. But Knight Riders, Texas Super Kings, and Dallas Cowboys were all one family.
Beautiful shots. Just the one bounce. Slightly overpitched by Noor Ahmed. Hasn't been nailing his lengths here. Flies for 4.
Yippee-yi-yay. We're in Cowboy Town. He's joining the party here and needs to so much more. So there's his first boundary. Needs to find his mojo in this innings if they're going to get close to this target.
Oh, excellent. Who else would it be but Faf du Plessis? Gets himself into the hot zones. Here he saves 4 runs.
A little warmer on the hands too than at Oakland Coliseum. He took that screaming catch. Rather chilly. But that is outstanding for a 41-year-old.
Dragged down, helped round the corner. Santasia Mukamala chooses not to come in for it. Probably the right call.
Just great rip, isn't it? Nipping back. Wrong in, that's certainly missing. It's great revs on the ball, as Noor Ahmed. Good call, Wayne. Don't waste time.
Definitely sliding down the leg side because it was the googly. Very well picked, Danny. Now, has this pitched outside leg? I think it has. And Mukchand is struggling. Noor Ahmed's going to have a think about this one. Key man to watch is Faf du Plessis, but he's going to trust his keeper that this is pitched outside leg. Will get us to the halfway stage. The first inning, 64 for 3.
Again, only 7 off. Asking rate is now 13.3. Yeah, clearly pitching outside leg and always goes against the ball. They get excited, understandably, but well done, Wayne.
A lot to do. Second half of this second innings now for the Knight Riders. Not far from going past the point of no return in terms of that required run rate, 13.3 per over. They're the strike rates for this season. So don't read too much into them, particularly for Robin Powell. He's a much better player than the 83 that he's striking at so far. There is so much power. They're going to need all of it, the Knight Riders. About that. Really enjoyed that piece of the American fans, Danny. One of the things we saw during last year's T20 World Cup, John Boyd, that incredible content creator and media influencer who started out as a baseball fan, was very much turned into a huge cricket fan. Love the way he talks about the game in terms of offense and defense, and the way that side of the ball in the hand, they're in essence playing defense.
See the guy that was involved in an ICC 20 World Cup last year.
Spot on, did that. Fantastic explainer for American fans too. Just looking at it through a different lens, talking about similarities not just with baseball, but the strategy of American football as well. The quarterback there, like the captain Faf du Plessis here. Just shy, only inches shy of Faf du Plessis. Another good stop.
There would be many that wouldn't even get there. He's taken this on the half volley. It's flown off the blade of Rutherford. A good chunk of it. Huff coming forward. He's up to trot this season as the captain, Faf du Plessis.
QB1, gotta call him quarterback one, don't we? That's what he is, the skipper of the Texas Super Kings. Like the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, only up the road in Arlington. There's been some good fare on offer. You've been lacking some of this up, TK?
I think that's your department. You're an eating machine, Penny, aren't you?
Well, when in Texas, you got to get the barbecue into you, don't you?
Go big, go better. Oh, remember to breathe, Lenny. Breathe.
You want to get those flavors, you can get your tickets on tickets.majorleaguecricket.com. Come and enjoy the family occasion that it is. We got more action tomorrow coming up. The poor old Orcas, are they going to finally get a first win of the season?
Well, we said it in Oakland. They need to change the mascot. Let's sort that out. It needs to be black. It's an orca. It's an apex predator. It's got teeth. Come on.
Going to need to find their teeth, aren't they? And I suspect if Heinrich Klaassen wins the toss tomorrow night, he might have a bowl first rather than a bat. Interesting to see. This has come off the pad. Unmuk Chand has got stuck, hasn't he? He's striking at a fraction over a run of ball. This Knight Riders chase going nowhere right now.
You're stuttering and then you get a bit too cute. Maybe just keep it a little simple. You're in a bit of a rut. You want to keep going and go to your orthodox stuff. Lexus points table. Yeah, tough. Orcas up against the top of the table. Unicorns. 100%. Right. Oh,
Down the leg side. I think Rushaine Samuels doesn't hear anything. Ends up extending the arms after a decent thing. Gives it as a wide.
he's very vocal, isn't he, Smith Patel? Clearing those lungs again. Every opportunity, appealing.
And if you'd been in the kind of car crash that he had been in 3 years ago in May, he was drafted in MLC for the first season, 2023. He still hadn't recovered at that point. He's right on the edge, very like Rishabh Pant from Pennsylvania. Which is great to see him back playing. He's made his international debut since then for his adopted country here in the USA. Great story.
May 22. Oh, nasty little hit on you, Sophie. Good to see him here, though.
Full toss. Whipped into the leg side. Nothing doing right now for LAKR. What's going on out there? Why can't they get it going?
What a bit of kudos to the bowling, too. The changes of pace. I know there's been a few wides. This up a couple of them anyway, but. Flight and guile of Keeler Sun, which is 2 for 10 from 3, has been the fire starter in terms of a couple of wickets and not allowing the Knight Riders to get set and get going.
With a full toss, they're just not seeing them. Knight Riders can't get anything going. 4 from the over. 68 for 3. Danny, I know there's been a change of personnel in terms of, I'm not going to see Donovan Ferreira with the ball tonight. I don't think he bowled 4 overs for 55 the other night. And Adam Milne is out of the team, but he was the only one to take wickets against Washington. How TSK team turned it around with the ball.
Lenny, get back in your box. You are going to see Ferreira. But yeah, just back on Adam Milne. Yeah, he got 3 for 42, went for a few, but gets people out at a mill. Might just have a little bit of a niggle, and they massage him a bit, don't they? They keep him on ice a bit, cotton wool as well. At a mill, he's had a lot of injuries. So I'm looking forward to this with your friend Donovan Ferreira at the crease.
I said he wasn't going to have a ball.
What's going on, Lenny?
Well, perplex. Even the avid watchers of the game like us really can. Not too sure why they felt the need to turn to Donovan Ferreira. Because they already have great success from the 5 bowlers that they've used. Stoinis the unsung hero, 1 for 8 off 2. Faf du Plessis just wants that bit of flexibility. Didn't go to the 6th bowler the other night. Never gave Milan Kumar an option. So in comes the 6th bowler. They're the 5 used thus far. Here comes Donovan Ferreira. Hold up because the 12th player has been asked to get off the field. Bowled him straight through. That's why Ferreira's having a bowl. When it's his first wicket in Cognizant MLC. A stroke of captaincy magic from Faf du Plessis.
That's for you, Andrew Leonard. Don't choke on that. This is a beauty. What a flip, zips it through. Geez, he'd be furious. Not much that he's missed out, but he got stuck in a hole. He's loving it because he's saying it, Faf. See? Get me on earlier. John ends up getting a runnable 30 when he was going at about 140 with the strike rate. It is now the 4th one down for the Knight Riders at 68.
Rodman Pell. Experience of playing for the West Indies down in Florida, where they've often played international series, but his first taste here of Major League Cricket, we heard from him in the pre-game build-up piece here. Because of this, threw the shot far too early, wasn't he? Feeling the pressure, trying to overhit. Cleaned up the top of the middle stump. Ferreira loves it. As a point up to the crowd to go with it. Lovely when a captaincy change works for you. The game has just gone completely dead for LAKR in the last 5 overs. Gonna need something miraculous from here. Let's get down to Nikhil Uttamchandani.
We've got Texas Super Kings assistant coach Albie Morker with us. Albie, 4 wickets in the first 10.5 overs. What has pleased you about the way you guys have bowled so far?
I think with the games before, we probably were a little bit behind the 8 ball in the power play. I thought today, especially changing up with the Keel bowling 3 there, that gave us sort of a good way into the power play, defending a decent score. So I think it was a tactical change. I think the previous games also the wind was blowing quite hard, which made it tough for the seamers. We expected that again today. It's much better out here in the conditions today. So even with that, the tactical change works for us.
Speaking of tactical changes, what change will you make so that your captain can win a toss? 6 in a row is crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I think he's going to send out the physio to toss the next game. That's our tactic. Fafi is under pressure with that. We're giving him a lot of stick off the field. But it's okay. I think, hopefully later in the tournament I'll change for him.
What was the conversation at the halfway stage about the 187 that they got?
I think that we got. Yeah. After our start, we lost 3 in the power play. We would have been happy with probably 170, 175 to recover from that. The word out from the middle was that the wicket wasn't as flat as before, but inconsistent bounce and pace. So, we got more than the 175 we would have got. So we're happy with that score. And you can see for them as well, it's not free flowing tonight. So if we bowl well, we've got a good chance of winning this game.
Just going to see this final delivery. Donovan Ferrer bowling to Rutherford. Just squeezes it past Faf du Plessis at point. So 73 for 4. And just in terms of your team composition, Albie, notice in your overseas players, the overseas guys that you have, the bowlers especially, Milne, Berger, Hossein. What was the thinking behind getting them in this season?
We felt we lacked a little bit with our fast bowling department last year. That's where we came short. We had a couple of all-rounders on the side, but we felt on these wickets you need pace. So that was the big reason behind Mills and Berger. Berger plays for us back in South Africa, so we know what he can do. Now when he's on, he bowls 150. So that's what we're looking for, a little bit of X factor with the fast bowlers.
We spoke to Liv Golf's Dean Burmester earlier, and he said that if you bought him now, he could whack you at the park. What would you say to that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Probably can.
I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He spoke glowingly of you. But great. Tell me about that golf and cricket coming together.
Yeah, it's a well-known fact that all cricketers love golf. We play most days when we have off. And also those guys, I know they support cricket. So they're in town, so we invited them to come and have a game. And they'll return the favour this weekend. We'll go watch some of the stuff.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time and all the best in this game and the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Great to hear from who's been with the Super Kings franchise for many years. Really needs a massive turnaround here by LA Knight Riders. Batters have got to do something very special. There's no doubt that Pell and Rutherford are capable of that. There'll be constant conversations between Faf and his bowlers, you would think, because they know they don't want this to get away, to turn around. It would take a big turnaround. However, things happen in T20. TSK at the same stage had 100 on the board. They were also 4 down. 100 up. Real timing on the shot.
Same stage at 100 and struggling at the time, remember. So this struggle is even worse. Expectation would have been that it would be nice to play shots, and Alex Hales managed to get it through the field and then pick out the field. The next ball, tough stuff by Akil Hussain with his arm ball. Wickets continued to tumble. 2 more after that.
Cranking up the pace in this over. Ridley speedy delivery, 86 miles per hour. He started the over just under 80 and it's just continued to get quicker and quicker. This over, Berger.
Return from injury. Return to fitness. It'll take him a little while. Yes, he's fit and going and raring to go, but probably not quite in full rhythm just as yet. It'll take a little bit. Good gas. Generally hits the pitch hard, can swing it, and he rushes onto batters. Good asset in any side.
Giving him no pace to work with. The umpire's not happy though. No, that Berger was terribly with the ball. It's wide, so another opportunity for him. how it's been a runs fest on this ground prior to today, and also the number of sixes we've seen flying. Generally, with the wind, that is using that quite well. But today, 8 sixes hit by Texas Super Kings, none. You don't need that one either. Excellent over at this stage by Berger, 78 for 4.
Yeah, I think just sticking more than expected. What certainly my expectation was if it did stick, it'd be early on and then it'd just be all right after that and the flow would come back for the batters. It's a big gap.
Getting bigger and bigger as it goes along. Run rate required is up to 70 now. They also have to separation that TSK had after 16 overs. Very strong support there around the world with this franchise. Got the whistle out. Ahmed finally gets to celebrate a wicket. It's been a long time coming here at the Grand Prairie Stadium this season. And that's the third time he's got Rutherford out in T20s.
That's through him. He's trying to swing off his feet there. Bat slips in his hand, doesn't make any contact whatsoever. And Noor Ahmed can celebrate the departure of Shafeen Rutherford. The Knight Riders in the mire at 78 for 5.
It's a long, long way away. A lot to ask of Dre Russ as he walks to the crease.
$78 for 5. We had a TSK perspective. Let's get an LA Knight Riders perspective now. Ali Khan is joining us. Ali, 5 down, but you've got power to come. Are you confident you guys can get over the line?
Yeah, I think we have lost a couple of more wickets than we would have liked, but we know we have depth in our batting and some firepower in Dre Russ and Jason Holder. So I'm hopeful we can definitely put them under pressure later on.
Yeah, tell me about Ali being in this Knight Riders franchise. You've been part of this for almost 10 years now. Can you remember when you first was contacted? What stood out to you about being a Knight Rider?
Yeah, I think it was back in 2018 when I was a teammate of DJ Bravo here in a local tournament, US Open, which happens in December in Florida. So I was a teammate with DJ Bravo there, and he saw me there first time and then gave me an opportunity at Trinbago Knight Riders in CPL in 2018. And since then, the journey has been really great, and thankful to the management and the coaching staff who believed in me. And every time I put on this shirt, I represent it proudly.
Tell me about today now. Bowling here in these conditions, you got Shubham Ranjane out. Walk us through that wicket.
Yeah, the plan was to bring mid-off up and put 2 men on the offside and then still have 3 men on the leg side and have him thinking that I'm going wide. But I still stuck to my strength, which was the leg stump Yorker, and it worked out well for us.
And for someone like you who's trusted with so many Yorkers, what is your preparation like to practice and nail those Yorkers?
Yeah, I think a lot of practice goes into bowling that delivery because it's the best ball to bowl in cricket, but at the same time, it's also the most riskiest ball to bowl in cricket because anytime you miss it and the set batter is batting, it can go out of the park, which happened a couple of times today as well. But you just have to back yourself, and when you're out there practicing, you have to practice it a lot to get it perfect.
All right, guys, we have to let Ali Khan go because he's got a pad up. But Ali, If you guys need 6 to win off 1 ball tonight, and Ali Khan is batting, is he hitting it?
My record is good against this team at Oakland. I was 16 not out. I hit a couple of out of the park. So yeah, I'm confident if that situation comes, I can deliver.
Okay, he will deliver, folks. Thank you very much, Ali Khan.
Cheers.
Great to hear from Ali Khan. Going to be back in the side. Quiet over. Rate continues to climb. 84 for 5. Six overs to go for a bit of magic from Powell and Russell. Feel real rabbit out of the hat at this stage. A long wait for Texas Super Kings to be in a good position, and a long wait for Noor Ahmed as well to pick up another wicket in Conference and MLC's now currently 4th on the remotely leading wicket takers list. And Horace Ralph 12th on top. Haven't seen Adam Lawn today, but he's been brilliant. Is this possibly the start of a fight back from the LA Knight Riders? That was desperately needed.
Oh, there'll be some happy doggies. Because here comes some dog food. Rodman Powell hits 6, number 9. It's the first one in their innings, the Knight Riders. Jamaica out there, and both can bang 6s out the ground. So hopefully, like you say, that it can be the start of a comeback, a fight back. It needs to be. They've been tame, timid, limp even.
It was close. Nearly got it inside.
Yeah, he's good, Noor Ahmed. Gets it right on target. Yeah, thought it was full enough, wasn't quite, and then tried to adjust because of the length and couldn't quite keep a hold of the handle.
Wow, that is huge. And a crack of the bat adds to our stake tally of 6s for the tournament.
It's going to become just a 6-hitting contest, really, because they're so far behind as far as the rate is concerned. And they need not just one huge over to just kind of get into things. They need many of them. They need a few NTT darted 6s, and that one was one.
Right, 100 required from 34. Andre Berger and his pace at the moment has been dispatched. Now offside, goes through the hands of Stoinis. That was hit very hard.
Oh dear. You're the bowler, you're thinking, man, they're thumping me everywhere. Catch it, please. Nope. Hit hard, but he's a top fielder. And normally would take that Marcus Stoinis. Apologies straight away to skipper and bowler. He'll be disappointed with himself and be hoping for another chance.
This over now is worth 15. And the required rate is around 18. So this is just what was needed for LA Knight Riders. They have to do it for quite a long period of time, though. You think, oh, well, there's only 5 overs after this, but to do it at 18 is quite tough.
Absolutely smoked. I remember a little earlier, Lisa Staleka particularly excited about the launch velocity.
Well, he was hoping that would just bounce a little bit extra. It just didn't quite bounce as much as he was hoping. Otherwise, that would have been another in the over.
Yep, got to keep your wits about you. And his pace has been disappearing, so he decides to take pace off. A cutter, and Russell is way through the shot before the ball has arrived. Strategy worked that time. What have you got this time? And you wonder what he's bracing himself for. He knows now that he's got a slower ball. Still looking for six.
Goes for, that's good. Very good from Berger. It's something that actually Dre Russ himself used very well when he was bowling. A few excellent Yorkers earlier on today. And he goes back pace on this time around. He's already had the one short ball in the over, so try and find something to finish well. It's an over of 15. Little fumble by the keeper. It'll take them to 100 at the end of the 15th over. They are 105.
3 overs for 33. He did well to come out of the over. You go for a couple of sixes early on, and then you're kind of wondering, and you might drift off to thinking, oh dear, you know, can I just finish this, please? But yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Just a little change in direction of the red worm. Question is, can it continue in that direction? You know what I mean? Must be feeling a lot more settled after taking that wicket. It's been a tough time of it here in Grand Prairie for him. He was excellent in Oakland. They're on the attack. They have a slip. Just a little push out into the offside. The LA Knight Riders, through the history of Cognizant MLC, have only won 4 matches, and 3 of them against the Orcas, 1 against TSK. I'll be hoping that maybe they can just continue with some sort of fortune against this team.
It's a real weapon, Noor. And not so easy. Batters looking to just hit sixes. They've still got to read them and know which way the ball's going. And you see both these batters right then trying to read that off the surface because they're unsure as it comes out the hand. The pace of it as well is not particularly slow. Yeah, tough proposition. Still no choice here, though. They've kind of got to decide what it is and go at it. As they're bent somewhat because the rate's gone to 20.
Noramed gets 2, and he may well have done the job for his team. You can't imagine that there's any way through from here for the LA Knight Riders.
A return to form, a return to wicket taking for Noramed. Stifling at the best of times. And I love that. As did his skipper and the rest of his team. Andre Russell gone for 2. The Knight Riders 102 for 6.
And with that, we'll have a strategic timeout. Oh, he's smiling at the moment, DJ Bravo, but I can imagine behind that smile, it's not happiness. This team is in a very tough position, and all season it has not been easy for them. Well, 197 was what they faced as a chase, and it has been done here before at this ground this season. However, just conditions seemed a little different tonight. And I'm afraid with them losing wickets regularly up front, it was always going to be tough.
Yeah, tough stroke making, but also new batters having a struggle of it. come in and whack it straight away. Expectation would have been of a pitch where it would slide on quite nicely. He hasn't quite done that, a little bit stopping in the pitch. And then when you get batting lineups as well that are not particularly confident, that is a problem too. Need a good start trying to chase the score. They didn't get that, the Knight Riders, and so have been playing catch up since. And catching up is proving particularly difficult because the Super Kings bowlers are on target.
Just a little glimmer of hope as we saw a few sixes hit off the bowling of Nandre Berger. Big ones to the leg side as well. A missed opportunity by Stoinis. Maybe the fortunes would be changing, but Ahmed comes in and ends a partnership just starting to look dangerous. He's been in very good form through the season. He's been one of their standout batters, but today he just really battled to get to the gear that he would have liked. 50 from 30. The wickets falling around him, so that didn't help. But the strike rate was not where it needed to be. Same. This little opportunity for him here to book a place in his new side with that 2 from 10 today. Captain, the LA Knight Riders walks to the crease now, Jason Holder. And, well, he's been there, done that before. He's now up against Noor Ahmed, who's back up with confidence.
Yeah, not figured it. Similar sort of scenario here. Look, he plays the wrong line, expects it to come back. It's going across the other way. And he hears the death rattle behind him.
Well, he's had success against quite a few West Indian batters as Noor Ahmed. Andre Russell, that's the 4th time he's got him. He's got Shafan Rutherford tonight as well, the 3rd time he's got him in T20s. So he has had success against them. His last ball. Just play him out. His last ball. End his spell. Get a couple of runs. Eventually get through. And that's excellent from Noor Ahmed. It's 4 overs, 2 for 27, 104 for 6.
Sixteen overs done. It's been a bit of a show here from the Super Kings. And Noor Ahmed, what a beauty. It's on fire here. The Afghan wizard. 2 for 27 from his 4. Throw in Akil Hussain with 2 for 10 from 3. And they've been all over the Knight Riders. Here's Zahil. Oh, hello. Is that pitched on? So, Zia Huck, that's him. He's on now, and he's just been brought back nicely. Powell's 21. Holder's got out there batting at number 8, and the asking rate, well, it's through the roof. It's almost at 24s. It's popped upstairs. Have a look. Cameron Murray.
TV umpire to director, players review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Check the feet and it's a fair delivery. Start the spin vision, please. Thank you. I'm not going to check that. Just ball tracking, expecting it to pitch out from there. outrage if you have it then. There it is, thank you. That's fine, going back. Shane, stay with your knockout decision. You can signal now, review lost.
Thank you, Moraes. TDM. Just saying they're lost a review there. Doesn't matter. So they're dominating here, the home side, looking for their first home win, rather. The Texas Super Kings. Pace off there. Field set, Lisa Stilley.
Yeah, it's really important right now that the Texas Super Kings just ensure that they keep it quiet. 91 off 22. They'd love to be able to pick up the next 4 wickets cheaply because points are important, but also the net run rate. It is in a healthy position for the Texas Super Kings. But you just never know as the tournament progresses, whether a few losses come into it. They started off very well in Oakland, came here, struggled to win at home, and it looks like they're going to register their first victory here. The skipper will be happy. You need to keep building towards the finals. Remember, the top 4 teams make it into the playoffs.
He's not hit this. And it's definitely umpire Samuels. Gets that index finger up, and I agree. Well, he's going to check it. Mariah Erasmus, you are a busy captain.
TV umpire to director, players review for LBW. Given out. Check the feet, and it's a fair delivery. Going to start the spin vision. Can I check with outrage if there's any bat involved? That line when it goes past. Thank you. Ball tracking when available. Pitched in line and hitting the stumps, so you can stay with your original out. On screen now, signal. Well done.
Yes, Christmas has come early. All the red is there, and it's good night, Rodman Powell. Yep. Little thumbs up as he wipes the brow with it as well. Hoorah! 7th one down, 21 for Rodman Powell. It's 106 for 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shadley Van Skolkbeek has come out of the middle and they haven't hit a boundary for 14 balls. Well, that's the story of this chase. Not good enough. So wickets up front to Keela Shane. There's Flight and Guile. Back a bit and then Noor Ahmed stuck in. Stoinis as well with an early wicket.
Yeah.
It's been a really good comeback here because they were in the mire themselves when they were batting, weren't they? The Kings, they were struggling.
Yeah, they were 33 for 3. Had a very good partnership, and now their bowlers have started to execute. I think Akil Hussain coming into the side has been a breath of fresh air for them. Shot came out of the gun. Van Skolkbeek gets off the mark with a boundary. It's 110 for 7.
Well done, Shatters. Slapped through cover. Just to finish off with another. It's just ages since boundaries hit. Last 30 balls, 37 for 3. Yes, I've seen the police force out and about. In the 20s and 30s, the neighbourhood had become a hotbed for early jazz and blues musicians. Oh, Ledbetter, how good. Johnson, gang back in the day, Blind Lemon Jefferson, those 20s and 30s, jazz and blues, pomp. Yeah, loving Texas, loving the food, loving your company, Lisa Stalaker with the crew, debriefs, post a match, Stogies, it's been all go. Another slow one. Here's Stoinis back into proceedings.
Stories would have been disappointed that he didn't fire with the bat, but he has a chance with the ball. And it's really important for the Texas Super Kings. No doubt Faf is ensuring that they finish off strongly. This game is kind of petering out to nothing, really. And it's very easy just to switch off and just try and get through the overs quickly. But you still got to execute your skills. Because when you're in a situation when your team really needs you to execute, you have to be able to bowl that Yorker, the wide Yorker, the slower bumper, all of the skills that Stoinis does possess. And also learning about the fields based on the wind here in Grand Prairie. That's played an important role in the earlier games. Maybe not so much tonight. Yeah, he's happy. He's firing.
It's been a really frustrating night here for them because they were in the game early, finishing at 3 for 33. Ferreira, well, he had other ideas. Very well with Rajani. 43 off 21 was instrumental with getting the home side back into the contest. Really was. That's good from Stoinis. Go Yorker. There's Ferreira again. So yeah, it's been a good fight back. Given they were they were on the mat a little bit, on their knees, and punched a couple of times, and then got back up, and yeah, done well. Uh-oh. Naughty Marcus Stoinis. Got a freebie here. Can't be caught bold, LB or anything. Just a nice little run out. Bold. But it's timed beautifully with the free hit. That's Scott.
Yeah, it's those little indiscretions. No ball, and then just not being able to execute the Yorker. Didn't miss by far. Faf du Plessis putting up the hand. No one in sight. Yeah, right on the line. Nothing of his foot behind that line. So therefore, that's why that is called a no ball.
No tickle there. Oh, it's been given a wide. No, Stoinis is too chuffed a bit.
Yeah, just to highlight, this is an important game for LA Knight Riders. Yes, it looks like they're not going to win, but the net run rate, it's already -2. Ideally, these guys need to kind of close the gap if they can in these 13 deliveries, whether they can get 4, 6, because they desperately need to get that net run rate in a better perspective. They didn't make the finals last year because of it. 122 for 7. Last 2 overs left. This match, the Texas Super Kings will win their first game at home for this Cognizant MLC. Leon, the mascot, yeah. Amazing. Oh dear, hang on, what is going on here? Well, let's go to the dog, shall we? Great initiative by the MLC. Strong partnership with the City of Grand Prairie. They also love dog lovers and want to showcase the dogs that needs homes and also provide donation support to the animal shelter. Fans can donate $10. And those that did donate, they have an opportunity to win MLC tickets as well. And every 6 that was hit, 10 to 15 pounds of dog food will be donated by the MLC.
Now, 6 of them, so animal services in terms of all that food being handed over. Wonderful initiative for 250 pounds of food. It's great. The canine gang. Change of pace. Berger coming back to finish things off. He'll love a wicket or 2 just to finish, nail it. 1, 2, 3 for 7. Game is done and dusted. Can't win it. Night Riders. So see if the Super Kings can pick up some more wickets and helps there. Run rates and being in the game, all those things. Getting down at the business end. You just mentioned it, Lisa. Cost the Night Riders last year to make the playoffs. Net run rate. Those in purple. It's a very nice strike, it would seem. Yeah, more food for our furry friends.
Yeah, Jason Holder, he's known for being a good striker of the ball. 6 is this match, 11. Just in the slot, really, and 236 feet. Goes with a little bit of the breeze, not as strong as what we're seeing here in other nights. And again, he just walks across his stumps this time and helps it on its way. 421 fours so far in this Cognizant MLC. Had assessed the field, saw there was a gap deep in his crease, got the ball he was looking for as well.
Let's get that line slightly off. Pace on, disappears. Bergie's got the 44 and he's not done yet. Breeze seems to have picked up just a little bit later on this evening. Sometimes it dies away. So it seems a little bit more evident. Yeah, good change of pace once again, Berger. Those stumps would be handy. Nice, wouldn't it? 1 to go. André Berger. See if we can get another one against his name. Needs a wicket in this match.
And also, Shukran Ranjane, big shout out to him as the fans get up close and personal with Faf du Plessis. He did a wonderful job with the ball, with the bat in hand.
And he's going to hold on to the strike as the skipper. He goes to 17, 12, 134 for 7.
Hogan unfortunately finishes his 4 overs, none for 45. A real strike weapon for the Texas Super Kings was Akil Hussain with the ball in hand. 2 for 10, and then from a batting point of view, Pereira and Ranjane, good partnership between them. Last over. Right, where have you got to go? Maybe take that suit off. That's fair enough. It's very, very hot.
So there'll be a bit of perspiration over that, isn't there? Swipe with his last rights here in match 15. Holder winding up. To Shadley on Scott back now. Give it a wave. It's been a bit limp, isn't it, tonight? That's right. Let's put it down. DJ. Forlorn looking face.
The Texas Super Kings have got one more match here at home, and it's against the MI New York side. As for the LA Knight Riders, well, they've still got 2 left here. Whatever information they can pick up and assess and take home and learn from this match. We've got Washington Freedom and Seattle Orcas. Ideally for the LA Knight Riders, if they are going to threaten the top 4, they need to be able to rebound from this loss and win their last 2 here at Grand Prairie.
Yeah.
Let's find the gap. Well. Good fielding. Just want to check the fielding here if it's okay. It's good as gold.
Kiri tengah pusing, aduh bola.
Ranjani, he's been good with the back earlier in the day, and now he's in the field. Swatted Jason Holder. Quite timing. Stoinis being a little aggrieved. Urgency. Do the basics, Jim. Let's go to the end. Finish the game off professionally.
Kamala down in the deep. Stoinis not happy. This is what happens when you play with serious players that play around the world.
Nutmeg. Through the legs. I think Stoinis. This is a problem for Stoinis. A little bit off. Question. On the Yorker. Big Jace Holder's got himself a bit of a tangle. His middle play should be better. 1 for 26. He's bowled good ease at times, good bounces, good cutters. Mixed it up nicely tonight, Stoinis. Tried to go Yorker. It's nice and clean and straight. It'll finish the game. The end to proceedings. Yeah, there was 10 off it. It'll annoy Stoinis, but the Knight Riders could only muster 144 for 7, and those yellow flags are dominant here tonight. Grand Prairie. It's a big win for the Texas Super Kings by 52.
Yeah, I think the most pleasing thing for the Texas Super Kings as the fireworks fired off is that they were in strife in the batting innings, 33 for 3, and they needed people to rebuild, and Shubman Ranjane was the one that led that. some great partnerships with Smith Patel at the top, and then was the Donovan Ferreira partnership that just took it away. Yes, it probably could have been a little bit more if he hadn't run out Donovan Ferreira. And then straight away, with the new ball in hand, they were able to dislodge the top order of the LA Knight Riders. And from there, the LA Knight Riders just could not rebound. The required run rate just kept jumping up. They kept losing wickets. Two good mates played a lot of cricket against each other. Spinners holder. Leo the mascot. Coaching staff, all very happy.
Well, they should be. A lot of discussion at the halfway stage and took momentum into the break. The Texas Super Kings getting up to 196 when really at one stage they were happy to take maybe 160. Scott's on fire. Look out, you umps. Flawed. Fireworks are plenty here for the home side. Their first win here in Texas for the Super Kings this season. Good one. Important one and a big one by 52. Very good indeed. Good all-round team performance. A lot of players chipping in. Akilo saying with a twofer. You look at Rajani and Ferreira. Patel. Very good indeed. Bowling say that, Johnny fell down a hole. He was going okay, and then he really just he lost his ear stick. 30 off 30. Bowling shit around. Think about Noor Ahmed, 2 for 27 with 12 dots. When he performed, the Super Kings win. 2 games where he didn't take wickets, they lost the Super Kings. So he's in a nice little place. 196 for 8. Just too good in the end by the Super Kings over the Knight Riders who could only get to 144 for 7. A win by 52. Rightio, time to go sideline and catch up with Nickel with the Chaka.
Jason Holder, captain of the LA Knight Riders. Jason, let's start with the chase. They got to 196. How did you ask your guys to set up the chase?
Yeah, I don't think it was anything different to what we've been asking the entire season. We just lost 2 early wickets in the power play. We never got going in the power play, and it was hard to just get our momentum going into the middle stage. And we never had enough. We had too much to get in the back end.
I know you guys have a lot of power in your middle. How do you instruct your top orders to go about second the game up for you guys?
Look, we just got to be a little bit smarter. A few things haven't gone our way as well too. I just think we just need that little momentum at the top. For us, we just need to get something going at the top, try to strike a partnership, and give ourselves a little bit more in the middle.
Let's talk about your bowling. At the back end, you gave up 72 today. Is execution the issue? And if so, how do you improve that mid-tournament?
Yeah, definitely. I thought we were poor in the back end as well as today. We just need to execute better. I think it's one of those cases where we just got to be a little bit more clear, a little bit more decisive. I think the plans are there. We just need to execute. There's no excuses.
Half the season is done. For the next half, what needs to change the most for you guys to turn this around?
Look, I think our energy this afternoon wasn't great. I think those are the small things that we could definitely control. And then we definitely need to execute a little bit better with the ball and bat. I don't think we're getting enough in terms of enough consistency in terms of our batting and our bowling. And that's one big area that we need to just touch upon.
All right, thanks for your honesty. All the best.
Cheers.
Yeah. On the money as usual, Jason Holder. Made it too hard for themselves. Started off okay. From the big guys. Alex Hale's missing out. Yeah, there. Very frustrating. Smart catch from Saunders. And the Vance. Come on. Great arm ball. He does bowl a goodie, Lisa Strike. I do like the way Keeler's saying adds another dimension to this team.
Yeah, he did. And by taking the 2 top order batters out, it meant that it put more pressure on the middle order, and they needed to find runs. A few lucky ones at times. It was important that they just kept building. Very clever with pace, especially the fact that Noor Ahmed has struggled. Stoinis gets one wide, and nice caught behind. Ferreira, he got Chand out, bowled. Nor Ahmed, Shafane Rutherford, he's picked him up a few times. Rothman Powell got one away. Can be such a destructive batter. We've seen that at times, whether it be for West Indies or for other franchise teams. Dropped opportunity there by Stoinis. And then this time, Russell just did not pick the wrong one. Played down the wrong line. LBW, full and straight, does the trick. Look at that contact as well. Shadley had skull fake. Managed to get a couple lusty blows, as did Jason Holder at the end. Their partnership, 38 off 22. Both players striking with 50, but when they came in, it was just too much for them to do. And that was the final delivery, a 4. Back to Duplessis, the skipper of the Texas Super Kings, very happy indeed.
So the Lexus team standings, for the Unicorns, we know it's the